So we have to apply the goodness of fit test here, and to this data. Okay, these are the observed values, and here are the values of the categorical variable in question, which takes on 7 possible values. So what are we testing? We are testing the null hypothesis that the observed that these values should be evenly distributed along the weeks, or any of these is equally likely to occur on any given day of the week. Okay, so if that is true, then for any given day the value has to be how much? Approximately 110.43. Okay, and that is going to be the case for each one of them. So we just go ahead, excuse me. Okay, we can just add these up here. It turns out to be 773. Okay, so these are the expected values. Then in this column we can calculate the observed minus expected square. So this is observed, this is minus expected. Okay, then we square it and we divide it by who? The expected value, right? So here is the value of this quantity for these two cells, and then we go ahead, drag them down. So these are all the values for these values of observed minus expected square over expected. That is the terms contributing to the total value of chi-square. Okay, and when we add these all up, what we will get is the value of chi-square statistic for testing this hypothesis. So what is the value of chi-square statistic here? It's about 16.895. And what is the degrees of freedom here? The degrees of freedom is the categorical variable has 7 possible values. So degrees of freedom here is 7 minus 1, that is 6. So what we have to do now is we have to compute the p-value of the test. Okay, so remember, in this case our test is a right-tailed test, and the value of the statistic is 16.895 to 1 etc 3 4 5, and degrees of freedom is 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. So what we are going to do is this, that we will go ahead, go to this spaced function option, and we are in statistical, and here we go, we have chi-square distribution, right tail. So we will choose that, and here I got one moment. Okay, I'll just type it in, 16.89521. okay, and here we have 6. All right, so when we do that, what is the p-value here? Okay, let me enlarge the fonts. So the p-value is 0.00967, which is a very small p-value. So we will do what? We will go ahead and reject the null, and looks like that this is outside of my recording area. So why don't I paste it here? Okay, so this is your p-value again, all right, which is less than 0.01, the level of significance that you were using. So we will reject the null and conclude that, well, that it's not equally likely that these values occur with the same probability on any given day, or they are not uniformly distributed over these 7 days. Okay.